Hi, my name is Jessica, and I suffer from several chronic illnesses. I have rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, and an AVM in my brain. This is an experimental video blog to help bring awareness to people with chronic illnesses such as peripheral neuropathy, RA, osteoarthritis, fibromyalgia, lupus, all of those things that tear us apart and make us 80 years old on the inside. Well, on the outside, we're only 29 or 30 or whatever age. I'm a mother. I have 4 children. 3 I still have custody of. 1 I lost custody of because I don't have any sort of financial stability. I am on SSDI. I live paycheck to paycheck. My kids go hungry sometimes, and we do have community and family support, which is the only reason we survive. I do suffer from a lot of backlash. My family tells me I'm not doing enough, and my friends tell me that I'm not doing enough. And every day I feel like if I did one more thing, I would just die. I would break apart. Taking a step can be agony. The walk from the couch to the bathroom can feel like a million miles. Just waking up is hard because you wake up and everything hurts while you're asleep. You're not aware of the pain. So when you have to force yourself awake and force yourself to start moving, you're acutely aware of everything that's going on with you. I think the worst part about being 29 and disabled is that my kids don't understand. They try to hug me or cuddle with me or jump on me. They're toddlers. They don't get how bad it hurts when they pressure my body at my pressure points. It's terrifying and very upsetting to have to constantly push my kids away because they've hurt me, and to try to keep the pain in to not scare your children. A lot of times I end up screaming because it's painful and it scares them, and then I have to deal with their feelings being hurt because they don't know what just happened. I thankfully am blessed to have a wonderful husband who understands and takes on his more than his fair share of responsibility. But when my illnesses first cranked up, I was married to a man who was all business, and he had no sympathy. In fact, there were times he called me crazy and straight up accused me of lying about what I was going through. At that point, I had to be in a wheelchair because I didn't have any balance. And he would leave me alone with the kids, and I would fall or something. And I told him, I'm not fit to be alone with these children right now. I don't know how to deal with what I'm going through. And I was on all sorts of medications that mess with my hormones, with my psychological well-being, and I had no support. I was alone with this man who constantly made me feel like I was worthless and nothing and a burden because of how sick I was. And I belong to several online support groups, and I hear my story oh so often, and it's heartbreaking. And the thing is, many people don't know or understand what dealing with this is like. My goal is to create a video chronicle of my life and how things go for me, so that people will begin to understand what chronic illness in young people is really like. Today's day 1. I got out of bed at about 11 o'clock. It is currently 3 o'clock, and I've been on the couch since I woke up. My husband gave me some ankle supports, so my ankles aren't necessarily giving out every time I get up to stand right now. But I am alone with my children right now who are sleeping. If they weren't asleep, I would be fighting tears trying to take care of them right now. I can take care of them, and I do. I just try really hard not to be the sole person responsible for their care. I am in danger of losing my driver's license. I don't drive unless I have to because it just sucks. Doing anything sucks. But the DMV wants to take my driver's license right now because somebody I know reported that I have health conditions that make it unsafe for me to drive. And, I mean, granted, there are times it's not safe for me to drive, and when I can't, I don't. But I'm a full-time student, and I have several children, plus I have health issues. There are places I need to be that I don't always have a ride to get to. So that's emotionally traumatizing, and that's just something petty for me to be going through compared to what a lot of people go through with these chronic illnesses. I haven't had to have a job for a while. I mean, I need one, but I can't do one. Things have worked out for me to where, I've survived. My children have survived without me working. But there's a lot of people that still hold down jobs with this situation, and they have to hide things from their boss. They have to pretend like everything's fine when they're having to sneak to the bathroom to vomit because of the pain. I know that's pretty graphic, but it's true. It's how some people have to get through the day when their body's falling apart, but they look fine on the outside and they still have to find ways to survive. I am a full-time student and I'm taking art classes because I have brain damage from a botched AVM surgery. And the art classes have done a lot to give me more of a sense of purpose and make me feel like maybe there is something I can do. I get a lot of backlash from people telling me that I need to just get a job and an art degree isn't going to get me anywhere. The lack of understanding I get from trying to reach out to my family, to anyone, it's heartbreaking. And to think I'm not the only person going through this, that's even worse. It just hurts so bad to know that we're going through this. It's not our fault. We're told it's our fault. We're told that living with a chronic illness, it's not just hard. You might as well be a zombie. You might as well be dead and trying to live in a world of living people. I hope this series will help bring awareness and that other people that are going through what I'm going through and that maybe have it harder will be able to use my life to reach out to their loved ones and gain understanding. To all of my fellow chronic illness sufferers, I'd like to say I wish you many spoons today. And here are some pain-free video hugs.